What's up, y'all? It's Nate the Vicarious Traveler, and today I'm going to talk about how I film POV videos. Now, I'm not talking about those POVs you see on websites that are banned in certain states. I'm talking about theme park ride POVs. I recently had the opportunity to go to a preview of Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. I wanted to take advantage and make some awesome POV videos of the rides to share with you. Before this trip, I had never made a POV ride video, so I did a bunch of research to find out which equipment would get the best results. I ended up making POV videos of Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, Curse of the Werewolf, Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, Hiccup's Wing Gliders, and of course, Monsters Unchained. Judging by the feedback, y'all loved how these turned out, and many of you have asked how I did it. Before I get into that, let's talk about what equipment I didn't use. My first idea was to use an Insta360 X4. I thought this would be ideal because of the huge field of view. However, it's quite bulky, heavy, obvious, and there's not a lot of incognito accessories for wearing this during a ride. Not just that, I've noticed the low light capabilities of this are not great, so didn't use this. My next thought was maybe the GoPro Hero 13 Black. Oh, we got sirens. That's Universal coming to arrest me for those POVs. Where was I? It is a lot smaller and lighter than the Insta360, and there are more options for accessories. However, the low light performance of the GoPro is also disappointing. As far as the audio, you really need the Creator Edition to get that external mic, but even then, the audio isn't fantastic. So again, I did not use this. So Nate, which camera did you use already? Well, quick story on how I found this camera. I was in Antarctica on an expedition cruise, filming penguins swimming underwater with the GoPro Hero 13 Black. I thought I got some really cool footage until I saw somebody else's, and I realized mine was not great. Their video was exceptional. The colors were amazing, the blacks were black, the low light performance was incredible. And I was like, what camera is that? It's the DJI Action 5 Pro. I didn't even do any research beyond seeing that video. I ordered it immediately, and that is what I used for these POV videos. This camera looks and functions a lot like a GoPro, so there really wasn't much of a learning curve of how to use it. There are a ton of pro settings on here where you can get real specific on how you want to film. However, I just used their built-in super night setting for these indoor dark rides. I did use the HDR setting for color because I wanted more flexibility in editing and color grading later. Typically, for rides, I shoot at 60 frames per second. However, with the super night, it's at 30 frames per second, which also explains why some of you think the videos look a little slower. It's probably just the frame rate. And what really put this over the top for me were the accessories I needed to make this filming possible. Now remember, a lot of theme parks do not allow you to film on the rides, Universal included. So I'm not condoning or encouraging breaking those rules, but if you did, let's talk about how you do it. At first, I thought the chest mount would be best for rides that don't have a harness that would block it. However, it's pretty uncomfortable and really obvious. I got busted with this one, but I had a backup. Now, this is what I used for the whole day on every ride, and this was essential to capturing these videos. It is the hand mount. I was able to keep this in my pocket, and then when the ride started, I could pull it right out and put it on very quickly. You can see how it just slides over your hand, and then you tighten it, and now it is mounted very easily. You can then grab the Action 5 and mount it that quickly, and that is secure. Now your hand is free You can hold onto the ride vehicle for stability, and you can still let go and aim it at anything you think is important. There's also a very nice adjustable ball right here. So now you know the mount and the camera that I used, but what about the audio? Probably one of my favorite features of the DJI Action 5 Pro is the wireless mic capability, and I use the DJI Mic Mini. This kit is seriously awesome. It comes with 2 microphones and a transmitter. I only use the transmitter when I'm filming with my Sony cameras, but when I'm filming with the DJI, I use the microphones. They connect directly to the Action 5 Pro through Bluetooth. You have a couple different options when mounting these. There is a very strong magnet or a clip. They also come with gray and black wind muffs, but these make them a little bit obvious when you're going on the rides. For these POV videos, I used the magnet to mount it right on my shirt. And I also made sure to hide the light so they didn't notice that. You can barely tell I've got a microphone here. And if you've seen the POV videos that I made, you can tell that it picks up very good audio. And I didn't have to use the wind guards because I wasn't on an outdoor roller coaster or something very windy. So there you have it. This is my exact setup for the POV videos I made. Very discreet, easy to put in your pocket, and then mount right when the ride starts. Now, if you're at a park where they do allow POV videos, there are probably easier ways to go about it. You can do the chest mounts, things that are more visible and obvious. However, if you need to be incognito, this is the way to do it. And obviously the quality speaks for itself. All of these products are linked in this video and in the description. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, go check out those POV videos, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Mahalos, y'all.